Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage, and we're here at the MCACN show, the Muscle Car and Corvette National Show in Chicago. And what a better way to start the video with some Chicago's finest. These are actually cars that, well, they're painted up as Chicago cars. This was an actual police car. This one was actually a car that was bought out of New York and then dressed up to be a Chicago police car. We talked to the gentleman from the museum, and he said that basically all the Chicago police cars were run down to almost scrap metal before they were done in service. So to get a car like this caliber Chevrolet car, they had to basically buy one from another police department that wasn't as bad. And what's interesting about these Chicago police cars is based on what they would do is based on what engine they would have on them. So some of the cars that were, you know, just for moving people around the city or maybe doing some parking tickets, they were 6-cylinder cars. But cars that were out on patrol, they would of course get a V8 or something like that. So, and then of course you got the cars out on the highway, and they would get big blocks so they could catch up to those nasty speeders. So kind of cool facts that we learned while we were waiting to get into the show, and we're started into the show. I can see that the line's open and we're gonna head in. So here we are at the entry of the show, and this year's red carpet event are Pontiacs. And I tell you, it was really nice just walking in here. I had a media pass on. Mark Meldrum, media. Boy, did they treat me good walking in. So anyway, Meldrum's Monster Garage, getting famous in my own eyes. Should say infamous. But look at these beautiful GTOs. Oh my God, just awesome. Look at that, the Jay Leno GTO. Woo! Kind of gonna pause here for a second. People are trying to take photographs, but I'm gonna go down the line here, and we've got a beautiful 1970 GTO Judges, and oh my God, every single color you can find in a convertible model, and just awesome cars. I'm not a big GTO guy, but I certainly appreciate them, and it's good to bring them to you here at Meldrum's Monster Garage. MCACN Show 2024 here on a Sunday morning, last day of the show. So I'm running around here trying to get some video of things I think you'll like. But look at that. Look at that red carpet. Woo-wee. And I'm going to walk over here to a very special GTO. I mean, special to my heart. I heard a little story about this car the other day. And here's a car from Elyria, Ohio. Ray Farrow. You remember the Pontiac dealership in Elyria, Ohio, Ray Farrow? Well, there it is. My understanding is that when this car was raced, they didn't have the Endura front end like this. They actually had a Le Mans bumper on it. And, of course, they've got a Ram Air 5 motor in it. Very, very cool. Let's see if did it come with a Ram Air 5? Now look at the information down here. Look at that. Very, very cool. Hey, I stopped and got some Wayne Carini money. I always say that Wayne Carini looks like Larry, but look at this. He makes these bubbles, or he advertises for these bubbles, and these are really cool. You could store your car in them and nobody'd touch it, or you could paint it in there. Very cool little items that they got here at the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, a car capsule. Boy, and here's some beautiful Corvettes. Of course, they call this a Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals because it's part of the Triple Diamond Award. So there's 3 different shows that you can show your car at, and this is the final show of the year to get your Triple Diamond Award. I think it's in conjunction with some other national Corvettes judging agencies like Bloomington Gold. Of course, we got MCACN here, and I can't recall the other one, but just some gorgeous Corvettes here. Man, just fantastic. Woo-hoo. Boy, look at all these Corvettes. 3 silver with red interior ones right in a row. NCRS was the other agency of judging I was thinking of. But look at all these C2 Corvettes. Oh my God. Just gorgeous. And the money these people have into these cars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Oh, look at that one. Unrestored. Wow. Very, very cool. 21,000 miles on it. Very, very cool. Look at that. Look at the back end of these cars. Just so iconic. And of course, the most iconic with split window. Didn't last very long because it was very hard to see backing up out of it with these cars. But wow, nevertheless, just an awesome car. Little 327 here. Very cool. Just like the 327 we're building for our 66 Chevelle convertible. Very neat. Oh, then we get into the C3 design. Awesome. Just awesome. I love these wheel discs right here. They are so heavy too. Oh my God, I've picked a few up at swap meets. Very heavy. But just gorgeous, gorgeous cars and miles of cars as we walk around here. You guys know I love muscle bikes, and here's a cool bike, and it's how you stored it in this thing. Look at that. The top just comes right off. Berry and Harris, Daytona, Wagonaire. Very cool. You gotta love these cutaway engines. You know, of course, I'm not an American Motors fan, but look at these cutaway motors they did for engineering pieces. Oh my gosh. Very, very cool. Transmissions cutaway. Nicely done. I'm sure they restored this because it looks better than probably it did when it came out of engineering. Just gorgeous. Here's a car that we judged yesterday. We don't usually judge Novas, but they thought it would be in our wheelhouse. And it's a lot like the Chevelle as far as engine parts and whatnot go. But it was easy to judge because the quality of this restoration is just fantastic. And it's got a little 327. And I love that fuel line because that's what I've been looking for. Can't find the right fuel line for our 66 convertible. But we judged this car yesterday, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God. The interior in it, it's nice to walk around it with not a million people around it now. But very nicely done. And just the trunk, the underside of this car, the paint on it, it's just drop dead gorgeous. It was really hard to find anything wrong with it.